we are going to be using these two assignments here. So we're still going to use the Socratic seminar materials. We're just going to be doing them a little bit differently. So for this provided article graphic organizer, I still would like you to do this. At the very top, I have a link to the article. Looking at this, I've condensed it. It might be kind of choppy. This is originally like a 15-page article. I condensed it into 3. I pulled out the most important information for our class and for the Socratic seminar that we are going to be doing. And then I also went through and I underlined information that I found important relating to our graphic organizer and relating to our Socratic seminar, or what we have learned in class so far about ethics and social responsibility. We know that ethics is opinion-based and it's all about perception. So you may read through this and think that my underlined pieces are not important. That is perfectly fine, but I did want to have those for you as a way to kind of guide you through the article, pull out pieces that might be important to you. After reading through this, or while reading through this, you're going to be filling out this graphic organizer. And again, I've given you some examples. So I want you to find 2 things that are new information. So for me, when I read through it, I did not realize that it could be more expensive to recycle something than it is to just create a new item. That was new information for me. I want you to find 2 other pieces of new information from the article. Try to find a couple things that you already knew. Ideally, again, 2 bullets in this box. Things that are shocking. Again, feel free to, put things in your own words, pull out some ideas, maybe pull out statistics or numbers, and then you could also pull out some direct quotes if that is helpful to you. And then 2 things that you would like to know more about after reading this article. So I'm looking for 8 bullet points that you have written on this first graphic organizer. And then at the bottom, we have some reflection questions. And these are kind of simplified versions of questions that are similar to what we will answer in the Socratic seminar. So it'll be really helpful for you to answer these questions where I ask you to pull out for evidence, where I ask for some support from the text, because that's what you will have to be doing in the Socratic seminar. So you will come up with the 8 bullet points for our graphic organizer, and then you will answer the 4 reflection questions. That is resource number 1. After we do this, the rest of the class is going to be watching a video in class. I'm not going to make you watch the entire video. I have an alternative video that is linked in this email, and that is the video that you will watch rather than watching the full 50-minute video. I have something very similar that goes over pretty much the same information. It's a little bit different, but it's 15 minutes instead of 50. That way you don't have to spend over an hour working on this assignment, whereas everybody else will be in class. So same graphic organizer, same 4 boxes. With this one, there are no reflection questions. And again, do not use this video that is linked at the top. Use the video I send you in the email. And then the last one will be an individual article. So I want you to find your own article, anything that is interesting to you that relates to recycling and somehow relates to ethics. If you can justify that it relates to ethics, then you can use it. And again, it's that same simple graphic organizer. 2 bullet points in each box. And then again, no reflection questions at the end of this one. And then at the end, we have our Socratic seminar. We are going to answer 4 questions in our Socratic seminar, and we are going to fill it out together in class. And so I'm going to really quickly go over that with you. We have 4 questions that we will answer. The first one, is recycling an ethical or a business choice? Does it change your mind if you are a consumer or a business? You can take whichever position that you want. I want you to write 1 to 2 sentences in this main argument box, just detailing what your opinion is. Is it ethical or is it a business choice? And then why do you think that? And then again, what does this change if you're thinking from a consumer standpoint or from a business standpoint? Give me a link to the article, or if you are, if this is the provided article, you could just write in provided article. You could write in that it's from the video. If it is the individual article that you find, just give me the link to it. and then give me some ideas that are going to be your support for that. So I would like you to have at least 2 pieces of support. You don't have to have 3 if you don't have any, but these can be direct quotes, these can be statistics, these can be facts. And again, we already pulled out some information in these graphic organizers. So for example, I could say that, it's more expensive to recycle than it is to make new products. So I could say that I believe question 1 is a business choice, and my support would be from the provided article, and my evidence would be that from the provided article, we learned that it is more expensive to recycle something than it is to make a new product. So if I'm a business and I'm making a business choice, I'm going to try and save money. So it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a direct quote from the text, though it can be. I just want to see where your thoughts come from. And I want you to do this for all 4 of the questions. And then you have 2 options for actually participating in our Socratic. So our A-Day students are going to be Zooming in while our B-Day students are having the Socratic in class. So we will have kind of a virtual element of there as well. If you choose to Zoom in, you will be able to have this Socratic seminar outline open. You need to answer 2 questions. You need to speak twice throughout the Socratic seminar on 2 different questions. So you may speak on question 1 and question 2, question 1 and question 3, 2 and 4. It doesn't matter to me which questions you answer, but you have to answer 2 questions, and you have to use support to justify your answer. If you cannot make the Socratic seminar on March 2nd, you can't make that Zoom, then the other option is this Socratic seminar makeup assignment. You're going to do essentially the same thing. So you still have to answer 2 questions with support, just like you would if you were actually participating in the Socratic seminar. But the only difference is that since you are not talking to the other students in class, you have to watch the video of the other students participating. So I will have, it's not on here just yet because we haven't had the Socratic. After class, I will watch the video. I will identify different time frames. So for example, if you want to answer question 1, and this says that we talked about question 1 in minutes 1 through 7, then you could just watch minutes 1 through 7 and then skip ahead to the next question. That way you don't have to watch the entire 50-minute video because it will take our entire class period. So you will watch 2 videos, and then you will do 2 things in your response. You will respond to something that another student said in the video. So did somebody say something that you agree with or you disagree with? Comment on that, and then add your own comment from your Socratic seminar where you give your opinion and you back it up with resources or with support from either one of the articles or from the video that you watched. If you need some help trying to think of ways to start your thoughts, I have some sentence starters down here to help you with that. When you make your post, you'll obviously click reply. And one thing that I want you to do is you're going to do this in the form of a video. I want you to practice speaking these kind of detailed statistical thoughts out loud. It is really, really good practice to have to verbalize that and not just write it down and then review what you're saying. So you are going to click this button that has the little player icon, and you would do upload or record media. You would do record. It would ask you to connect to your camera and your microphone. Obviously, you can see me. You would start recording, record your response where you respond to another student, or you respond and then you make your own comment on your 2 different questions. You would finalize it, and then it would just embed it here on your comment, and then you would post your reply, and that is all. And that would be your participation points for the Socratic seminar. Remember that this is our assessment for the unit. So either joining the Socratic seminar via Zoom and participating with your class, or completing this discussion board is 25 points. completing the 4 graphic organizers that are in this Socratic seminar materials. Completing all 4 of these is the other 50 points of our 75-point summative assessment for our Unit 2. I will have, because I cannot get the video until after, for the Socratic seminar makeup, until after we conduct the Socratic seminar, I will give you roughly 24 to 48 hours to make that video post on this discussion board in order to get full points. Remember that if it is not a video post, you have to make it that video post where it records you and your audio to get the full 25 points. If you just type up your answers, you won't get the full benefit. I will also have another video in this discussion board. You see at the top that if you need a recap, watch this video. I haven't made that yet, but I'll have another video just talking about what you need to do in this discussion board in order to get full points.